Okay, it's Friday, August 28th, and the futures are mixed today, so have to see how that plays out. Now, yesterday I closed three profitable trades. That was Adobe, Google, and Alibaba. And I also closed Amazon as well. Amazon ended up going down 40 points yesterday, but in the first hour of trading, the stock was all over the place. It looked like it was going up, so I just went ahead and closed it. I didn't want to take the chance. I didn't want it to move through the call side, so I took about an $1,100 profit on Amazon and I closed the trade. So CRM is doing well. It has a $460 profit. If you notice, the strikes are not correct. I actually made this trade in my real money account, and I actually goofed. I didn't switch the strikes to a $10 wide spread. But anyway, that's okay because this trade has a profit. Gold is fine. I'm going to leave it alone and let it expire. Goldman Sachs, I'm going to close. It expires today, but it's going up and it's at 211.3 right now. I don't want it to pass the short strike, so I'm just going to go ahead and close this for a loss. This will be about an 11, anywhere from $1,000 to an $1,100 loss. Microsoft is on fire right now. It is screaming up. So I'm going to make an adjustment to Microsoft. It's at 227 and it's past the 225 call. That is in the money. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the loss of about 1,900. So that's going to bring the total loss to 3,500. But this long call has a profit of 2,337. So there's another $1,200 in loss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the 4th of September and I'm going to short the 232.5 call. It's going for $4. There's 5 of them. So if that expires worthless, that will collect about $2,000 in premium. The S&P trade is okay. It's at 34.84. So in terms of the condor, it's sitting more or less in the middle. Now, yesterday, what happened on this trade was I lost 2,700 on the call side by moving it over. So I moved the call side to 35.30, 35.40, and then I also moved the put side. I cashed in 600 from the put side, so that brings the total loss to 2,100. And I changed it to 34.20, 34.30. And if you look at the maximum profit for this iron condor, it's 2,100. So I'm going to let this expire today, and this will be a break-even trade. These iron condors, you really have to be careful with them if you're doing the whole weekly iron condor setup, because if you're not paying attention to them, they can get away from you very quickly. If you look, you can see that the max loss on this trade is 7,900. That's 80% of all of my profits that I've accumulated for the past 2 months. And if you're not paying attention, that could have been wiped out all in one trade in a matter of days. So these weekly iron condors, you really have to make sure that you're paying attention and that you're watching them, because they're great money makers, but it can go wrong very quickly, especially with iron condors on the SPX. So in terms of the new trade, what I'm looking at is NVDA. NVIDIA has been pretty bullish. It's moving. Went down a little bit in the aftermarket, but it's moving back up again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the 25th of September, and I'm going to select the 1520, 1530 bull call spread. I'm going to select 5 of them in the 25th of September, and it's going for $3.53 of credit. So that's the new trade for today.